Before this video starts, I just wanted to say that I have a ton of Chokome Hump albums left over, so if you are interested in buying a unsealed Chokome album that comes with inclusions, DM me Chokome shuu, S-H-U-U, to my Twitter or my Instagram, and I will know to give you a discount. And yeah, so if you are interested in that, please do take up on that offer, because yeah, I really need these albums to be gone. But back to the video. Yo, so today I am going to show you my photo card collection. And if you are unaware, I am mainly a girl group collector. I only collect one man, as you can see. So if that is not your thing, maybe pick another video to watch. But let's get started. So I don't really have anything on the front and spine of my binder. I'm not going to show you the outside of my binder, since obviously there is nothing there, but I will show you what is in the pockets of my binder. So on this little pocket here, if I can get it out, actually I'll just show you like this. I have the Happy Moment standee from wjsn, and then their As You Wish bookmark thingy, and then also I have a freebie of Sola that I got, and if you watch my videos, you will probably know what video this is from. First, starting off, the only man I collect is xiumin from EXO, and if you are unaware, xiumin is my ult of all ults, along with Sola, and I've been ulting him for about 5 years now, so he's very special to me, and that is why he's at the front. Here's the cover page I made. Hopefully you can see that well. But first, starting off, I do not really use placeholders, and you will see that in the rest of my binder. And the reason for that is I just think it's a waste of paper, and also I know what cards are going to go into my binder and what places they're going to go in before they come, so I don't really see the need for placeholders, and so these are the only placeholders that you will basically see in the rest of my binder. And also, I really love the 222 method, and if you are unaware what that means, it is basically placing 2 cards here, here, and here, or here, here, and here, and that's just, for some reason, I really like that layout. I think it just looks the most aesthetically pleasing for some reason. But yeah, you will notice that I have that layout a lot in my binder, and that's the reason why, basically. So starting off, here was where my mama cards would go. I want to get Korean press, but if you are an EXO collector, you know that that is very hard to find. A lot of scammings happen with these cards, so that's amazing. But yeah, so I'm waiting on those till I find the right one, basically. And then this is the XOXO student ID. It has different back right there. You'll see that this is kind of out of chronological order, and again, that's just purely to reserve the 222 method. So yeah. So this is where, I think I labeled this correctly. This is where Growl would go, and then this is the I think it's called the Growl set, but yeah, here's that. Hopefully you can see that. The glare is not doing me any favors right now, but moving on. So EXO, if you are unaware, EXO used to do Korean and Chinese presses, and each press had different cards. So here's Exodus, here's Korean and Chinese, and then this is also out of order, but again, to save the kind of like method I'm doing right here, this is Romantic Universe for Love Me Right. This is the Japanese version of Love Me Right, which is right here, and this is also Korean and Chinese. I lucked out with collecting Minsuk or xiumin because there are other members. I think one off the top of the head that I can remember off the top of my head is Kyungsoo, and he has the worst cards. Like, no shade to him, but he barely moves in any of his poses. So I'm very happy that Minsuk at least gives us some variety. But here we have, hopefully you can see that. Let me scoot this down. Okay, here we have Exodus, so Korean and Chinese. And then for Sing For You, I have the Korean version, and for Sing For You, the Chinese version is the same picture, but on the back it is black. And I just decided to only collect one. I think maybe in the future, if I have nothing else to collect, maybe I'll collect that card, but for now I just have the one. And then here would be my Lotto Korean version, but here is my Chinese version. And then I just have a full page for my 3 Hey Mama cards, and this is also the start of my CBX collection. And I just decided to make a full page for just these 3 cards, and the reason is because I just think that they look the nicest here, and also they don't really go with anything else, so that's why they're here. For the rest of Hey Mama, I have Blooming Days. I think these are my favorite xiumin cards ever. I really love this one, if I can get it out. Okay, yes, this card is my favorite. I just love his blue hair. Everything about this card is very, very pretty. But that is that. Moving on with CBX, I have the girls Japanese photo card and then the Japanese magic card. For Blooming Days, I just kept all 3 members of CBX, and these are their pre-order postcards. So we have xiumin, Baekhyun, and Chen. And then I'm not really sure if I'm going to leave this blank or what, but we just have a white paper chilling here. And then these are the Blooming Day stickers. And this is For Life, so Korean and Chinese. And then this is kind of where they stopped doing Korean and Chinese versions. So we have the War, and I think this is the regular version and the private version. And then for Power, here's the Power set. I think, because they did release a Chinese version for Power, so I think this is Korean and Chinese, but don't quote me on that. For context, I do not collect big things for any of my other groups besides wjsn, and the reason for that is just because I don't really like any of the big things that a lot of the other groups I collect have. What I consider a big thing is basically postcards, A4s, you know, etc. Anything that doesn't fit in a 9 pocket. But I did like these, so I did decide to include them in my binder. So these are the Power postcards that came with the album. And then I bought this postcard, I guess you would call, or a photo. The sum photo, I guess you would call. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I bought this a while ago, so I just decided to keep it. This is where Universe would go, but obviously I don't have any of the cards, so that's why they're not there. And the Universe cards are surprisingly really hard and overpriced to get, at least. So yeah, I'm gonna wait on those. But I do have a full set of Don't Mess on My Tempo, and this hair choice was very interesting. These cards are super cute nonetheless. And then lastly, for the photo card, for the album photo cards, I just have the Love Shot set, and I left some room for future releases. But yeah, this is, I think this is Love and this is Shot version. And that's pretty much it for my album photo cards. So for context, before I started collecting wjsn very seriously, I guess, I wanted to collect all of xiumin's non-album photo cards. And for reference, I'll put that up on screen. It's absolute insanity to any like EXO collector out there that is currently achieving this or has achieved this. I give you major props because I could not do it. And I quickly realized too that not every card was available, and I didn't really like every single card either. So in order to save on money and also to kind of spread my money out on different members that I collect, I decided to not do that, obviously, and instead I am only collecting his CBX goods, so that includes postcards, special cards, stuff like that, and also his, I guess, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's like Sweet Time or Shuu Sweet Time. So any goods that come from that kind of era, I guess you would call it, I'm collecting. But Before I made that decision though, here are the cards that I collected, which I will show you. So this is his wolf stationery. I think this is a sticker, I'm not really sure. But this is his season's greetings card that has a calendar on the back, and then his fortune cookie card from some coex, his I think this is 2018 season's greetings card, his monster sticker, and this is his Ace Welcome fan club kit set. So moving on, these are his photo book Polaroids that came obviously with the photo book, and these pictures are so cute. I love them so much, but they came with 5, so I have to put the 5th one sadly on the back. Here's his ticket holder, and then this is the pouch that held these Polaroids. And then if you were wondering why Baekhyun's stuff is here, I used to actually collect him because he is my second bias, but I quickly realized that that is not the best financial decision I've ever made. So I sold off his collection, sadly, and I just decided to keep some of his big things in my binder. So I have his Power album postcards, his Power photo, and then I have his I think this is 2019, don't quote me on that, his 2019 birthday card, and I just love this design so much, and the photo card is also on the back. Moving on to my more impressive collection, I do collect 3 members of wjsn. I collect my top 3, Sola, Luda, and Yorom, but you will see that I also collect other members, and I will let you know why when we see it. So here's the cover page I made. I love this picture of Sola so much, her iconic pink hair. And on the back here, I just added the pre-order paper dolls from Chokome, and as you can see, I have all 4 of them, but I'm not going to take them out right now. So for my other members that I collect, I only collect my top 6 from albums that do not have 3 cards per member. And the reason is because I don't want 3 cards to be on a full 9 pocket page. So for this album, this is their first mini. I have them in a 222 method. Are we surprised? So here would be Sola, Exi, Luda, Unso, Yorom, and Dayoung. So for this set, I only have Yorom and Luda, sadly. Their earlier releases are very hard to collect. I think I might buy some more albums on a couple of stores because they are surprisingly still in stock. So here is that. And then for the secret, each member had 2 cards, so I'm doing 2-2-2 method again. And I'm only collecting top 3 for this album, so Sola would be here, Luda would be here, and then I have Yorom's set complete. And then moving on, this is when it gets kind of like almost complete. So this is from wjsn, and I think this is the last set of photo cards that have the kind of photo shoot look. So here is Sola's, Exi would go here, here is Luda's, Unso, Yorom, and Dayoung is right here. And then here is Happy Moment. So Happy Moment had 4 cards per member, so I just decided to collect top 3. So we have Sola's set, and then 1 lonely card for Luda, and hopefully I can complete this soon because this is so sad. And then I have Yorom's set complete. I just decided to put some of the Happy Moment stickers that came with the album in my binder, and they don't have the best design as you can see, but I just decided to put them in there, and so they are here. This is my first completed 6-member set, so this is Dream Your Dream, and actually this era is very special to me because this is when I got into wjsn. So we have Sola, Exi, Luda, Unso, Yorom, and Dayoung, and I really love these cards. Then here is where it gets into 3 cards per member. So I have them in a vertical pattern, so here's Sola's side, Luda's, and Yorom's. So for Would You Please, I think this is my favorite photo card set ever, but Also, it is the hardest photo card set to complete, and that is why I only have 4 cards, sadly. But this is my favorite Sola album photo card. I just love it so much. Her iconic blonde hair, 10 out of 10. And moving on, so for La La Love, I am only missing 1 card, which is so painful because I almost have a completed set. So here's Sola's, Lura's, and Yorom's. And then for the summer, I'm missing 2 cards, so I'm missing 1 of Lura and 1 for Yorom. And I absolutely love this Sola card so much. I think this is my second favorite. It's just so pretty. I'm a sucker for gingham and pink, so that's why I love this card so much. And then moving on, oh, also I love these card backs. They're so pretty. I usually don't like neon stuff, but this is just so amazing. But so for bigger items, I have the pre-order Polaroid set complete for the summer. I have this one blank spot right here, and I think I might collect another member, but I'm not really sure yet. I think I might collect Dayoung. Then for As You Wish, I have a little bit more. I have 3 spots that I have blank, sadly. So here's again Sola's, Lura's, and Yorom's. I love Yorom's PCs for the set. They're just so pretty. But yeah, that's it for this one. And then for Neverland. Neverland has been very hard to collect, and I'm not really sure why. I just think I've been so caught up in getting these older eras that Neverland has been kind of like on the back burner. So that's why I don't really have very many Neverland cards. But I do have a couple. So also, Neverland has also been a pain in the ass to collect, and the reason is because they suffer from the like minimal movement kind of selfie thing where you can't even tell if they have moved at all. So yeah, that is why I'm having such a hard time with Neverland. But because there are 6 cards in total, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, I obviously put them in the 222 method. Are we surprised? But here is Sola's, so I have 1 from chapter 2 and 1 from chapter 3. And Lura's, so I have her chapter 1 set complete, and then 1 for chapter 2, and then I'm just missing the rest. Also for Lura's cards, she always looks pretty in them, in every card, but some of these cards look like she's being held hostage. Like this one is super funny, but also cute at the same time. And for Yorom, I kind of have a little bit more progress on her set. So here's chapter 1, 1 for chapter 2, and 1 for chapter 3. These cards are really pretty too. So I decided to collect Dayoung's set, and the reason is just because her cards are so pretty. Like, look at this. They're so cute. So yeah, I have her full set complete. She was sadly, but also not sadly, very easy to complete. So I have her full set. And then for units, I'm not really bothered on getting units, so I just kept what I pulled or what I got from Makari. So here are just the units. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna go back and complete them, or maybe I'll just complete Sola's units, but here is what I have. And then I have a complete set of the pre-order coasters, and I have no idea why these are called coasters. Like, I can't imagine putting like an actual drink on one of these, but here are the coasters. Oh, and also I have Subins on the back. And also, this is a very tragic story, as you can see. I pulled 2 dupes. I pulled a dupe of Xe, and so these are just my pulls. Yeah, I don't have any of my biases, but that's fine. And then we get into Chokome. So for Chokome, I made a bold move, and I decided I was going to collect every single card except Tower Records, fanside PCs, and the pre-order, like pop out Starship pre-order. I already said pre-order the first time. Anyways, I had no idea how I was going to arrange this in the 9 pocket because each member has 3 cards, and since there are 4 members, that means that one member would have had to have been onto another 9 pocket, which wouldn't have looked good. So I just decided to do a 222 method. Again, I love my 222 methods. So I decided to arrange them in age order. So we have Subins here. I'm missing one for Subin. I'm just missing one, but here would be her ribbon card and her candy card, and then here is her retro card. And for Luda, I have her complete set, so ribbon, candy, and retro. I love this card so much, and I love also this card so much. And the backs are just so cute. I love them. So for Yoram and Dayoung, I have all of their photo cards. Here's the ribbon set, the candy set, and the retro. And for Dayoung, ribbon, candy, and retro. I accidentally got into collecting all of their units because I bought so many albums. So I'm almost done with the candy version. I just need one. And then for the ribbon version, I'm missing 3. And for the retro version, I'm missing 3 also. And then we get into pre-order sets. So here's the K-Town for You pre-order set. I love this set so much. And here is the Starship pre-order set. And then I also collected the bigger items. So here are the tickets. These are the pre-order tickets. We have Subins, Yorom's, Luda's, and Dayoung's. And so this is where it gets kind of tricky and you're gonna have to do a lot of imagining because I have not put any white sleeves or put any placeholders in this. So my plan for collecting non-album wjsn is I am going to collect my top 3 for any season's greetings and my top 3 for any fan club kit PCs or additional items, and my top 3 for all pre-orders except Tower Records. And the reason why I'm not doing Tower Records is because they have the cutest cards, but they come at a very expensive price for literally no reason. So that's why I'm holding off on collecting Tower Records PCs, at least for now. So, starting off with Season's Greetings, I have their full, my top 3 set for Season's Greetings. I believe this is the 2019 one, I think. But yeah, I have that complete. Fan Club kit, I only have Sola's, very sadly. And then for pre-order, I only have this one sad little Yoram Neverland PC. For their 2020 Season's Greetings, I'm almost done with the holographic postcards. So I have Sola's, which is a little damaged, as you can see. And then Luda's, and then Yoram's would have to go maybe on the back. Or maybe I could do a 3-pocket. I think I would do a 3-pocket. And then for non-album, I just decided to collect, to keep all of the photo cards that you get with the photo books. So here is the on version photo cards. So I have Exi, Bona, Subin, Dawon, Eunso, Dayoung, and Yeonjong. And this card of Dawon is so sad. Look at how deep fried it looks. They did her so dirty with this. And I am not even going to talk about the name of these photo books because you know why. So yeah, we're not even going to touch that. For the, I think this is the off version. Here are all of the cards. So we have Exi, Bona, Subin, Dawon, Eunso, Dayoung, and Yeonjong. If you were wondering why my top 3 are not here, you will see later. And for this is very clapped, but I have the clear card that came with the photo book, and then also the lenti, if you can see that. And the reason why I say this is so clapped is because there's an envelope on the back. Yeah, we don't talk about that. But for the postcards, I kept all the postcards too. So we have Exi, Sola, and Bona, Luda, and on the back we have Subin, Dawon, Eunso, Dayoung, and lastly Yoram and Yeonjong. And so here are all my top 3 photo cards. I decided to collect pre-orders for K-Town for You. So I have Sola and Luda, and then I'm just missing Yoram's, and then here are the photo cards for the on version, and then here are the photo cards for the off version. I love this card so much. And so that was the end of my wjsn collection. It is very small compared to others on YouTube, but yeah, it's growing and I am happy with it. But moving on, I guess it's kind of recently, but I just picked up Fromis 9, and for Fromis 9 I'm collecting my top 3. It's going to be very hard, especially as you've seen the other 2 groups I collect, but I am going to try to make it work. So my main bias in Fromis is Nakyung, and this is why she's the cover for this. On the back here, I have the 2 My Little Society stickers that came with the album. And then here, because I only just kind of picked this collection up, I don't have very many cards, so I'm terrible with age order, so I have no idea if this order would be correct. But I think Hayoung would be here, Nakyung would be here, and then Jihan would be here. I'm pretty sure, but yeah, those are the 3 members I collect: Hayoung, Nakyung, and Jihan. So I just have, for 2 heart, I just have Nakyung's. This is where I kind of forgot to do white sleeves, but for this album, I just have Nakyung's, and I also have her Yes photo card I got from as a freebie, so I just decided to keep it. And so yeah, I just have hers. And then for fun or fun factory, I just have 2 of Nakyung's and 2 of Jihan's and 0 of Hayoung's, sadly. And then I am not really making any progress on My Little Society, but I just have this Nakyung mini card, I think is what they call it, and then this Hayoung photo card. Or, did I say Hayoung? I meant Jihan. I'm so sorry, Jihan. But, so for the big things, I just decided to keep the Fun Factory stickers, and I also have Nakyung's invitation. And for my collections that I don't really collect thoroughly, but they are still in my binder because I love them so much. So the first one is Yukika, and I would really love to collect everything, even non-album for Yukika, but because she is still very, very small, it's very, very hard to trade or buy her stuff. So I just decided to keep what I pulled from her first album, and here is the bookcase that I pulled, and I really am happy that I pulled this because this is my favorite bookcase in big quotation marks. And then these are the stickers that I pulled. Yeah, you can see them. And this is the little ID that I pulled, and I am also very happy that I pulled that because I love that outfit so much. And then these are the postcards that I pulled, and then one on the back. And yeah, that is pretty much it for my mini Yukika collection. Again, I'd really love to grow it in the future, but that doesn't seem very possible right now since she is still kind of tiny. But next is my only J-pop collection. I would really like to collect more J-pop in the future, but they have a lot of postcards, and I'm not a big fan of postcards, so we'll just have to see. But I could not say no to not collecting Tokyo Girl Style. So if you are unaware, Tokyo Girl Style is obviously a J-pop group, and they used to have 5 members, but sadly 1 member left, so now we have OT4. So I'm just collecting anything that I find cute on Macari, pretty much, because they're so small. There is no like wish lists or like any way to find out what postcards that they have, so anything that just pops up on Macari I will buy, but pretty much. So here is the assigned kind of mini poster for Mirror Ball Disco, I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, but this is OT5 signed, which is very, very cool. So I have a full complete set of Ever After. So we have Hitomi, Mei, Miyu, and Yuri, and then I have the group card. And these cards are super thick. Let's see if I can show you. You can't really see it, but they're super thick. And if you are unaware of what a music card is, they're essentially like photo cards, and they can come in photo card size or in postcard size or even in A4 or mini poster size. And they basically have obviously a photo on the front, but on the back, I don't mind showing this because this code is very expired, but on the back you can scan this or or visit this website, and you can download the music in digital form, which is a pretty cool concept, I do have to say. So yeah, this is the group card. These are the kind of postcard size music cards, and as you can see, they have the QR code and stuff on the back. And I'm not really sure where these came from. I just like the pictures, so that's why I collected them. But we have Hitomi, Miu, Mei, and Yuri. And I have them in kind of like a spread format. These are more from the set. These are really cute. I love these ones. And then here's the other set. I love this picture of Hitomi so much. If you are unaware, Hitomi is my bias, so I try to collect everything I can that obviously has her face on it. So here's the rest of the set. And then, since I don't have any 3 pockets, it's so sad, but here are their, I believe, this is their reborn music cards. So we have Hitomi, Miu, and Yuri and Mei. I don't know why they're in this order. I try to keep them in age order, but they're in this order, I guess. So this is very temporary, but this is what they look like. And then these are very special. I'm not going to blur them or put a watermark on them because these pictures are already floating around on the internet. 2, they are so small. I doubt anyone's going to make replicas of them. And 3, I did not pay like a ton of money like you would for K-pop Polaroids. So yeah, you're gonna see them in their full glory. So I do try to collect everything for Hitomi. So we have her 2 Polaroids here. I'm not really sure which eras these are from, but they don't look recent. So yeah, take that as you will. And then here's a signed Hitomi one, and then this is really special. So as I said in the beginning, Tokyo Girl Style used to be 5 members, and the member that left, her name is Ayano, and so this is a signed Polaroid from her, if you can see. Maybe I'll take it out. Yeah, this is a signed Polaroid from her, so I'm really happy to have this. I miss her a lot, and I hope she's doing well. But I kept these. The reason why these are not sleeved is because they are still in their original packaging, so that's very cool, I guess. And then I have this Hitomi Polaroid. She's so cute. And then I have this signed OT4 Polaroid. It's vertical. I mean, it's horizontal, so yeah. And yeah, that's it for my Tokyo Girl Style Polaroids. I'm very happy to have these. And I should probably add more white pages. And then on the back here, I'm pretty sure it's just extra sleeves. But yeah, that was pretty much it for my photo card collection. Hopefully, if people are interested, I can start making organize my photo card binder with me videos, because I think that would be pretty cool to film, and hopefully I really like watching those videos, so hopefully you will as well. And I also forgot to mention, but if you are wondering what sleeves I use these Dragon Shield sleeves, as does every collector on this website. They're very pricey for what they are, but they do the job, and I think they are the best in the market right now, at least. So yeah, if you were wondering, obviously. And I do use, as does every collector, but I do use the Ultra Pro 9 pocket sleeves, and for anything that doesn't look like an Ultra Pro, it's BCW. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next week.